Yeah, I'm doing no, I'm sticking to my pescatarian diet and then I'm doing no sugar and no fast food, which I don't do fast food except for Taco Bell occasionally anyway, because it's the only thing I can eat. But
Yeah.
went grocery shopping last night for the first time in I don't even know how long. Couldn't tell you.
No, that is crazy. That's my life at a grocery store.
Well, I DoorDash it or get it delivered by some other means. Can't be
I'm do
bothered.
I'm doing like no like processed like sugar.
That's good. No, what do they call it? Refined sugars?
Yeah, just like the snacks, you know?
Sorry, Dan, we're dominating it with the Keller Williams Military Network put out a 75 hard challenge, and Jess and I joined it.
I mean, based on what I heard so far, it sounds like Jess is doing 75 soft.
Yes.
Only one workout a day, which is fine. Just say it what it is.
75 medium.
75 medium.
Yes. It's
Okay.
a medium because I'm still doing everything else. But
75 hardish.
Hard-ish. I like it. All right. When
yes.
when did it start?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay,
Yesterday,
on the
yeah, it was
first.
day one.
It's
It's the
37 and a
it's the
half hard.
regular 75.
No,
Yeah,
she's gonna do 75 days.
it's the regular 75 hard.
Same days. Just
Um,
all right. What books are you reading?
The Gap in the Game.
There we go. That's a
Wait,
good one.
which one?
The Gap in the Game, the one that Dan recommended.
Oh, I'm finally reading How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Okay.
And James is doing it with me, and he's on the call with my other headphone thing because we're walking our dogs as part of our morning workout.
Okay.
He's reading, what is it? Oh, The Let Them Theory.
Great book too.
How to Win Friends and Influence Others. It's so funny. It feels like that was written in like 1930, but still applies.
Yeah.
I think it was written earlier than that.
I'm reading 100 Million Money Models by Alex Hormozy.
Did you go to that class?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that?
Awesome.
That's sweet. Jess is on the treadmill, it looks like, or something. Stair climber.
Okay.
What's
Jess?
the
Yeah,
goal?
I'm being brave and turning my camera on.
Get it.
Have y'all ever read the book Unfuck Yourself?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm gonna start reading
Dan's
that
one of
again.
his others. What's the other one? How to Not Give a Fuck or something?
Yeah, there's like
Something like
three
that.
of them, and they're amazing. I need to read that book again. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Unfuck Yourself by what is it?
Gary
Gary
Greg something.
Bishop.
Gary John Bishop.
Yeah,
I recommend reading it. And he self does the audiobook and his accent's quite thick.
I honestly I loved the audiobook. It was one of the better things. I think this is a great conversation to have today is what books are you going to read? And I'm serious about that. As like I talked about on Friday, or sorry, yeah, Friday last week, because I think that we need to read a book and talk about it. Put some accountability about because multiple times I've heard I'm finally getting around to, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about these books a lot. So when you link up, you start creating that consistency so that everyone can do it. 75 hard, just the book side of it. Read 10 pages a day. So, well, happy
Yeah,
to say 2.0.
yeah, I'm sure I can do it because I have to study all the time. But I'm back now, Big Dan. I'm back, everybody.
Welcome back, Audra.
Are you still working on your broker's test? Is that
I
what you're
I
studying for?
I passed it. I passed the state
Oh,
board.
get it.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
congratulations.
Now she needs
Thank
to
you.
submit her application to become an associate broker.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'm going to work on that today.
Good. How was your long weekend? What are your wins?
Wins, I must have done like 100 showings this past weekend. So,
Did you get one? Get one? Get her an offer on something?
no, not yet. half of it, well, some of it was me helping out some team members, and then the other half was me helping out my clients, but they had an emergency, so they shot back down to Mexico real quick. So, but I've shown them 8 already, or 7.
Awesome.
So, slow and steady progress.
Well, I think I texted you this, Dan, I don't remember, but on the last day, on the 31st, like in the evening, I put deal number 7 in escrow
Here we go.
for the month. Like, still can't even believe it.
That's exciting, girl.
7 for the month, you said?
Yeah,
Nice. That a girl.
like 7 active escrow right
Congratulations.
now. It's like mind blowing.
Goals.
Just takes time and effort, guys.
We're moving forward with the Ocotillo Rim. There's been so many times where it's almost fell through. The agent's a total winner. But we made it through and we're closing on the 4th.
Woo!
That's
2-day
awesome.
closing.
That's amazing.
God, I love when we have a group of wins, because I know some of you don't have wins and you feel bad, but the collective here is about the win. It's the momentum together, because now you see possibilities, you see probabilities, you see profitabilities. This is where business really takes shape, is you're challenging each other to grow. I love this morning. Christina, you did exactly what you should do. You didn't take over the call. You started having conversations about bettering each other. 75 hard. Who else is going to jump on that train? I think that'd be a fantastic opportunity for all of us to say, you know what, let's do another round of challenges. The 66-day challenge, I think I'm the only one that did.
It was a fail.
Yeah, I don't know what it was either. I think that like kind of primed the pump for me for doing this one, because I've attempted 75 hard a few other times, but I think because I didn't succeed at the challenge you put forth, and then with the military group, I think the fact that it's another big group of people that we're holding each other accountable.
There's a big thing to be said for tribe mentality, herd mentality, gang mentality. They kind of push you in the direction you need to go. If you're with the wrong people, they're going to push you in the wrong direction. That is guaranteed. If you are with the wrong herd, they will run you off a cliff. But if you're with the right herd, you're the right tribe, you'll start doing some pretty incredible things. I had opportunity. Josh isn't on call this morning, so shame on him. But I had an opportunity yesterday to drive Josh around, and we talked a lot about some things, and that came up. That was a conversation topic, is be around people that support the better version of you. So I love that. This is how today started off. It's the way it should have started off, is you guys support the better version of each other.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I text in the chat that I remember when I was stuck in a rut with studying, and I came to the group and asked, how should I go about this? And that's where I got my inspiration to keep going, because I knew I was getting ready to fail, just wasn't going to make it. That's what it seemed like to me. So this is important. Thank you for this group.
You're welcome. This is me just bringing the right people together, and I'd love to see it grow, and I'd like to see more people showing up, because it's a funny correlation between the people that show up the most and the people who get paid. Now, let me ask you this. Those of you who've been showing up consistently over time, have you seen an improvement in your life?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, Dan, and half the people know this, I was out of this call for how long?
Too
A
long.
couple weeks. Yeah. And then was trying some other stuff and different like mentorship things and stuff like that. And then as soon as I like dialed into this and have been consistent with it, I mean, truly, it's like I said today, it's like I went from like, man, I know I've got stuff in the pipeline and I've got like 1 in escrow, to like literally in 30 days, it's like I've put 7 in escrow, and I'm just like, I mean, literally, it's so stupid because you say it all the time, but it's like, do the basics, do the stuff, show up, and it actually is effective.
Yeah. Guys, you know how many People out there pay thousands of thousands and thousands of dollars for this exact community. And you get it with the low, low price of just showing up. Now, Christina, I could also talk about some other personal wins and developments in your world, but we don't need to get into that because when we develop on the professional front, doesn't it also have an effect on our private lives, our personal endeavors,
Yes, and vice versa.
vice versa? That's why I think it's really awesome that you guys are choosing to read books that are not just how to sell houses, their mindset, their business strategy, their relationship strategies. They're things that are going to affect not only your professional world, but they're greatly going to reinforce who you are as a person. I don't like to sit and read. It's not my favorite thing to do because, well, I am an electric squirrel and my brain has to be stimulated. So for me, audiobooks are my solve. I can drive down the freeway, listen to an audiobook. Yeah, I'm probably dangerous. I'm doing 6 things at once. But that's the way that my brain connects with it. I have a hard time sitting down and looking at words over and over and over again. It's just my brain gets tired and bored, and I start thinking of things as my eyes are tracing the words, and I lose track of where I'm at. If you're like me, then find a way to dumb down your lizard brain. Go for a walk and listen to your audiobook. If you're doing the 75 hard, one of your workouts need to be outside, doesn't it? That's 45
Yes.
minutes.
Yeah.
That is 27 minutes, 30 seconds. Listen to your audiobook for 27 minutes, 30 seconds. Then stop where you're at, turn around, and walk back. By the time you reach home, you will have consumed 45 minutes of your audiobook and completed your walk for the day. That doesn't seem so hard, does it?
And listen to it on 1.5 speed. You'll crush those books.
Yeah. Like I said, they read 10 pages a day. If you're tying, and this is where one of the books I love is Atomic Habits, where they talk about habit stacking. If you're tying an audio session to a walking session, you're going to crush multiple books in this 75 days. And you're going to retain a lot more of them. You're going to walk. You're going to feel good. You're going to tie in motion with knowledge. If you're the type of person that likes to sit and read and it's kind of a calming thing for you, then this might not be the best strategy, and find one that is. You're going to have to make time to read. Because I'll tell you one thing, if I'm on the treadmill or I'm on the elliptical or I'm on doing anything that's cardio, I am counting the seconds. My brain is all, I've been on here for an hour. Look down at the clock, 2 minutes. But when I'm listening to something, an audiobook, a podcast, hell, this call, I can tell you that you're 13 minutes in. You're 13 minutes into whatever you started when this call started, and you don't realize it. Because your brain loses track of time. And one of the biggest reasons people fail in a physical endeavor is because they have this FOMO of, if I'm doing this, I'm missing out on YouTube time, or I'm missing out on desk time. I'm missing out. No, you're not. Just reinvent why the time is there. You have enough time in your day to do whatever you want. Every human on earth is born with the same 24 hours. Some people learn to maximize that through leverage. Other people pay for more time. Well, they get someone to do stuff for them, or they buy support to do multiple things, right? That's leverage. And a lot of people sit and waste time trying to find time. Anyone ever said that I didn't have time to do something right? You ever said those words, thought those words? I don't have time. I would go to the gym, but I don't have time. I guarantee you there is something in your life that you could inventory, that you could shift, that would give you time. Something you could stack that would give you time. Often, I look at time as the only resource that matters because I'm trading time for money. Some people trade money for time. Well, I'm getting to the point where I'll pay for people to do stuff I don't want to do because my time is more valuable than my money. If I can
Time
pay you
is,
to do it, what's that?
time is the only thing you can't get back. You can get money back, but you can't get your time back.
Because if
Well,
I
funny
can pay
thing,
someone to do it
I,
for less than I can make that time, I'm going to do it. Jim, go ahead.
I was listening to a podcast yesterday. I think it was MREA. He said, show of hands. He goes, how many people here would trade spots with Warren Buffett? He's got, $100 billion or whatever. How many people will trade spots? And people start to raise their hand until they realize the guy's 97 years old. Like he'll gladly trade you 100 billion for 80 more years or 30 more years or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, he may be the richest man that we can think of, but his time is almost gone. Unless he pulls a Walt Disney and freezes himself until they can do some kind of genetic re-enhancement surgery. I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Don't talk to me like that. But when we look at books and we read books and we do things like that, you're actually skipping time. You're consuming lifetimes worth of knowledge. You're consuming countless hours, weeks, months, even years worth of research. And you're condensing it down to, I don't know, what's it take? 15 hours to read a book? 48 if you're Jason. I'm kidding with you, buddy. You've never read a book. I still love you, though. 3 of them?
Doesn't take that long to look at pictures.
I
though.
have now 3. Yes, I have.
3 books. But here's the thing, right? Audiobooks, now you're going to be doing something in your day anyways. Who has the Mile IQ app, right? It tracks
Me.
your mileage you're driving.
I do.
How long are you in your car every day?
So long.
A long time.
Right. What's your favorite song right now?
I don't have one.
That's a good answer. Sheldon almost got stuck in the track. He's gonna be like, "It's K-pop Demon Hunters is my favorite."
I was gonna say, it's probably not you guys' style, but Best Friends by Jack Harlow and Chris Brown.
I don't even know who Jack Harlow is, and here's the issue, Sheldon, is because when you're doing nothing, you're listening to music.
It's because he's not up in first class, Sheldon. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
But here's where you're at. You're in your vehicle doing stuff all day. Audiobook, podcast, something of value. You got to take a walk in the morning. Go take a walk in the morning. Wake up 15 minutes earlier. Go take a 15-minute walk. Right? If you're doing those 75 hard, then wake up an hour earlier so that you can do your prayer and meditation in the morning, get your mind right, go do your 45-minute outside exercise when it's still chilly and nice outside. Because most of you guys are in blistering weather and not Jim that's in beautiful California. Go and then come back, do your walk. Right? Some of you got to drop your kids off at school. Okay, I can't do that in the morning because it's deterring my day. You can wake up earlier than your kids. Like, I guarantee there's someone on your calendar that you can scrape back some time for self-development. I remember people used to say, man, 8 o'clock in the morning is really early. I can't start my day that early. How many of you are like that? Look at you now. Maggie's all 8 o'clock's late. What are you talking about? I've been working since 4. Right? I know the style. I get it. When somebody can do it, you can do it. So find a book to read. I don't care what it is. I'd love you guys all to read the Psychology of Money. I think that's a great book everyone should have ingested in their life multiple times because it's going to help you unfuck your brain when it comes to money. We often sabotage opportunities because we don't know what they look like. Because we're programmed to stay in a certain financial thermostat. I want you to break through it. I want you to break free of it. I want you to have an incredible life. I want you to look back in the next 5 years and say, holy shit, everything has changed. I can't believe where I'm at. This is incredible. But if you're happy where you're at, that's fantastic. Do it to help somebody else. Do it to help somebody else. Books like Unfuck Yourself, get your mindset right. Books like How to Make Friends, How to Win Friends and Influence People. One of the best books on connecting. Books like The Gap and the Gain. If you struggle with identity issues or you struggle with comparisons, you know who I'm talking to. These are all great resources to help you. I was thinking about it this morning. My son was in the back seat. The guy's, Mr. broke his arm. And he's all, Dad, I am sad because I broke my arm. Didn't respond. A couple seconds later, Dad, can I tell you why I'm sad that I broke my arm? And I was like, son, what value does it bring to your life to focus on why you are sad? I don't know. Okay, well, let's talk about some positive things that have helped in your world. What are some things going well for you? He goes, well, you have the chance to download Roblox. He really wants me to download Roblox.
Don't do it.
No.
They're getting the biggest lawsuit of the world.
So I told him, I was like, okay, what else? He goes, my family is going to live 10 extra years. I was like, that's very nice, sir. What else? And then he just kept going. He come up like the most random shit. And I was like, son, when you spend time focusing on why you're sad, you stay sad. But when you focus on why you're blessed, well, you stay blessed. There's a book out there. It's called The Happiness Advantage. Fantastic book by Sean Achor. Happiness Advantage. It's a book that proves that if you have a positive disposition, you are possibly going to be more successful than other people. Who in your life can you think of right now that is just a Debbie Downer? An Eeyore. Everybody forgot my birthday. Right? Do those people get out of their funks? Or do they just try to draw more attention in? I mean, honestly, that entire cartoon of Winnie the Pooh was all about mental disorders anyways, just every character had a different mental disorder. So
It's just like Inside Out. But yeah, like anything sadness touches, shit, it turns into sadness.
Yeah. And that is such a visceral learning lesson for kids that they missed. I love my mom to death, but I will not let my mom create a sad, toxic storm around my family. Mom, I love you. I do. I'm here for you. But if you're going to be nothing but a Debbie Downer, I'm going to isolate you into a well where you can come out of it. I will help you. I will, because I can fortify myself, but my kids can't. My kids are going to take every ounce of that sadness that you've spewed and they're going to recreate it tenfold because they don't know how to control their minds. By my birthright, I was locked in a den full of lions and I walked out unscathed. I can do this. I can be around negative people and walk out unscathed because I'm not going to pick up your baggage. But even me, focusing on mental stability and support for over a decade, if I'm around the wrong people long enough, what starts happening to my walls? Yep. Even Jericho fell when you were around the right people. So, books, people, consistency. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Think about that. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Do you have to physically spend time with people to be influenced by them? Tell me more.
No.
Tell me more.
I mean, social media is one of them. I'm not a big social media guy, but I've seen people who their friends post all this stuff and then now they're like, man, why can't I do that? Or I want to do that, or I can't, the whole Debbie Downer scenario. And they're not even with them.
That's a comparison issue, man. It's also your frame of reference. Are you posting your fails on social media? Or are you posting your wins? Are you posting your highlights or your bloopers. Well, I think the comparison issue is you see somebody be successful, like Christina's got 7 in escrow, and I know somebody on this call thought it must be nice. One day, why can't I do that? Or you can. Because she herself thought that. Well, that'd be nice. It's a pipe dream. That's so much work, and now she's there. In short,
If that was how you reacted, subconsciously or even consciously, you should call Christine and said, "How do I do that?"
she told you. She told you already. Anyone remember what she said?
She said she jumped on your call.
No, that wasn't. That was definitely a catalyst for change. But she went back
to the basics
and got back to basics.
Yeah.
Period.
I think it also goes back to like by saying yes to something, you're saying no to another, and it takes sacrifice. So you can't get results without sacrificing something. And sometimes people just don't want to sacrifice anything, but they want the benefits as if they did.
I would gladly put a bullet in the head of who I used to be if I knew that the better version of me was around the corner. I will gladly cut ties with people I know are bad for my better version, knowing that I will create better bonds with someone else. And it's very hard to see that. It is extremely hard to see that people are bad for you because they're your best friends, your family members. Until you start elating yourself and you stand into a higher existence. I'm talking Harry Ferry here. But when you vibrate higher, you start seeing things differently. Eagles have a different viewpoint than raccoons. But you know what? When I was a raccoon, I didn't know eagles existed. And now as an eagle, I don't care about raccoons. Sometimes I'm a low-flying eagle and I get my face smacked by branches. And I've got to put in some work to get back above the trees. But I will gladly stop being who I was so that I can become who I'm meant to be. One of the hardest things with personal development that becomes your professional development is the change in identity. I was talking to Josh yesterday, and he works for another company, and they gave him a lot of shit for He's like, "You're just going to quit. How is that going to feel being a quitter?" And I told him, I was like, "Josh, if you were a smoker for 20 years and you quit, or if you were a drinker that had a problem and you quit, or if you were doing something that was bad for you and you quit, you're a quitter." But isn't that a good thing?
Are they talking about him quitting his job with them?
Yeah.
Man, that's a bunch of haters right there, if I ever heard any.
Yeah, isn't that right? That's the connection between toxic people. They have, and we go back to earlier in this conversation, be around people that support the better version of you.
things that people hate about you are the things that are missing in them.
I love that. Say that again.
The thing that people hate about you are the things that are missing within them. They don't have the drive, the motivation to try something different or do something different with their life. They're going to hold you down. They don't want to see you succeed. Sometimes it's family members. Sometimes it's the family member that you look up to most because you were born into their lives.
Yeah. Oftentimes it is family.
Yeah. And you have to, your choice is to either abide by what they're doing or stay out of my way so I can go do what I need to do. And unfortunately that's like Dan's saying, the identity change, it's growing up. It's and sometimes it goes into your adult life and you don't know it, but you're a product of what you surround yourself with, whether it's people, TV shows, reality shows. I think reality shows are the absolute worst thing for anybody because people. Yeah. So
Can I add something?
Yes.
Mindset it really is everything. A lot of people don't know this, but I've lost over 100 pounds. And whenever I first started, I was delivering pizza for Domino's, and I would drive around, and I started listening to the Mindset Mentor. I just had him on repeat the whole time, and it absolutely completely changed the entire trajectory of my life. Like, I changed every single thing about myself just by listening to this podcast. So if anyone is looking for like a good podcast just to clear out the shit and really like have someone that's just do it. He has a very so a he did sales calls. So he talked about you just smile and dial, just get on and do it. And it's not all about sales and whatnot, but he just has some really great I call them like just like little secrets that I keep to myself that I'll just like be able to say over and over. So if anyone's looking for a good podcast, the Mindset Mentor, very good. Rob Dial Jr.
And that's another perfect example of product your surroundings.
Yeah. Like I said, you're gonna have to give up who you were to become who you are or who you're meant to be. And some of that identity is deep cored inside you. And not that you're going to completely eradicate who your life is, but I'll be honest with you, is if you are dedicated to change and development, in 5 years from now, you will look back at your life and everything will have changed. What you wear, what you eat, where you go, who you talk to, what you think about, all of it will have changed. But it'll change so gradually it won't feel like there was any change. Things will change so slowly over time that you won't realize that everything has changed until you turn around and go, holy crap. And that's the excitement thing is no matter where you're at today, where you want to be is on the other side of a decision you're not ready to make. So get ready to make that decision. Find yourself a tribe and says, you know what? I want to do more. I want to do the 75 hard. I want to do X, Y, and Z. But then anchor it why. Why do you want to do 75? I can tell, Christina, you failed at doing 75 hard before because it wasn't anchored against a strong enough why. How about this? I want to prove to myself that I can do what I said I'm going to do. I said I was going to do the 66-day challenge, and damn it, I did it. Because I said I was going to do it. Now, you got a who involved. Jessica's also doing it. And I'm not going to give up because I don't want to fail her.
And Dan, in full transparency, you know me pretty well, is if I say I'm going to do it, I may or may not do it. But if I tell somebody I'm going to do it, it'll get done.
And that's what the other part of that is sometimes you'll lie to yourself, but you'll rarely lie to others. So anchor your what to a why and then to a who. Guys, great call today. I don't know if anything made sense to you, but it made a lot of sense to me. So.
No, this was awesome. It was a good mix of a little bit of everything.
So guys, let's get back to our routine and have a fantastic Tuesday. So tomorrow, bring your objections. Let's talk about more about it. I'd love to see your progress. And let's keep track. If you're doing the 75 hard, put it in the group chat. Let's see what you're doing. Day 1 complete, day 2 complete, day 4 complete, day 12 complete. I'd love to see that. Consistently, and people will probably follow along and get excited for you. After all, it's a whole lot better to win the green with win cheerleaders. So, and Jim, your Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi-ing.
Yeah.
All right. Have a fantastic day, my friends. I will talk to you in the morning.